This is a compact disc. Now these used to be all of the rage before the war. Now the way they work is there's a disc, and on that disc gets stored all of the information. A little bit like a phone, except instead of 50 million songs, these CDs usually hold 12. Now you play these compact discs or CDs in a CD player. Let me demonstrate. Oh fuck, I've got the CD.
Do you not have a CD player?
Shit. Okay, I'm kidding, but anyone who's been following me for a while knows how I feel about selling music. I mean, I wrote a book about it, but in 2020, how is this selling music? Yesterday, I received a comment on my YouTube video, which was shocking. Damian, can you please do a video or two on how to sell volumes of physical CDs? Nothing else pays for new artists. Thanks. Well, John, how on earth am I supposed to make a video about selling CDs when I don't even own a CD player? But I do think I can, because I do think there is still a market for CDs. Let me explain. Now, as bands and YouTubers, we have all gone down the merch route, from t-shirts to hoodies, to hats, to bottle openers, to lighters, and now CDs do fit into that merch category because CDs are nostalgia. CDs are art. They're part of the treasured possession, not for the music, but for the merch. But as bands and artists, why do we find it so hard to sell our merch? Well, I can tell you that. It's because we're creatives, we're artists, and we are not usually salespeople. But if we can start to get into this marketing / sales environment, I think you can actually sell a lot more than you think that you can. So what is the point in selling a CD when a CD is effectively pointless in 2020? Well, that's true, but we are going to change the use. Now, in commercial property, when you buy or rent commercial property, I know this is a slight detour, but bear with me, you get planning permission. So when you start a shop, that shop has to have specific usage for that shop. For example, if you buy a shop, but it has office usage, then you cannot use it to sell things as a shop. If you rent office space, but you actually want a factory, you can't turn that office space into a factory without change of use. Now, that change of use allows that place to be used for a different purpose, and therefore can turn something which is useless and worthless into something that makes millions. So what about the CD? Well, did you know that Coca-Cola, probably the world's biggest brand, didn't start off as a soft drinks company? It started off as a cure for morphine addiction. And did you know that bubble wrap actually started off its life as wallpaper? But who's going to have bubble wrap wallpaper apart from you hipster? And also, did you know that Donald Trump actually started his life as a corn on the cob? But whilst they started off with one purpose, they developed into something else which allowed them to monetize and grow their brand. The CD is about nostalgia, but not only that, it's about art, and more importantly, it's about relationships. This is about the relationship you have got with your audience. More importantly, your fan base. People listen to music, but your fan base buys. Your fan base will buy into you, into your journey, and into your art and merch. And I mean monetary value. Fans want a moment in time, the moment in life that represents where they were and how they felt at that moment or at that event. Which is why people always say if you want to sell CDs, you've got to sell them at gigs. Because people go to that gig, they want something to remember that gig. They want a token of nostalgia to always look back on. Fantastic, I totally agree. But why does it have to be a gig? Why can we not be making these life events in order to be able to monetize via merch and CDs through digital use, through actually making videos or through making other events outside of you performing live? You want to create an I was there moment for your fans, and that is how you monetize your CDs. But let's go a step further. If you want to sell CDs, if you want to capitalize on your fan base wanting something from you, then you have to start thinking of it outside of music, because they get the music for free. So what are they getting with the CD? They're getting part of you. They're getting something extra. So here are a bunch of ideas that I want you to think about in order to get rid of those CDs that you've got under your bed. And I think this is going to work for you. How about in every CD that you sell, there is a hidden code, and that code is a YouTube link that takes them to a hidden video that nobody else has seen, that has got maybe a new song and a new music video. So as well as they get the CD, the momentum, the merch, the feeling, the emotion, the I was there, they are also getting something extra that is past the music. Something that allows them to join the club, to be closer to you, to see things that nobody else has seen, and to utilize social currency. What about, rather than actually signing the CD, take it a step further. Write a story within that CD inlay, or add a letter in it. A proper letter. Something which is different for everybody. A story that happened when the band started. Something that nobody knows. You're giving somebody something extra that they will want other than just the music. What about some artwork? I know people say the CD is the artwork, but why can't you get the CD and then get some extra artwork within that CD? These ideas are pretty much free. They're just creative and time, and they are looking after your fans who are going to buy these CDs. What about something huge? What about in every CD you write a handwritten note, and on that note it says, "We understand that you are not buying this CD for music. You are buying it out of the love for the band. And therefore, we want to give some of that love back to you because you believe in us. And so we are allowing you a lifetime guest list pass to any show ever for this band." Now, let me tell you why this works. Because if you print 250 CDs and you give away 250 lifetime guest passes, most people will show up at one or two of your shows. But if at some point you do become the next huge thing and you are playing a stadium gig, I'm pretty sure you can fit in 250 guest spaces at a stadium. But what you're actually doing is you are looking after your audience and you are giving them the social currency. And what I mean by that is you are giving them the permission and the reason to spread the word more than you can. They will be showing it on their Instagram, on their Facebook, on their YouTube, on their TikTok, on every piece of social media. Look what happened. And that will spread the word. And then other people will see that and go, wow, you got looked after by that band. That band looks after their audience. I want to be looked after. And then all of a sudden, they are part of the journey as well. What about, instead of recording an album and putting it out on CD, what about if we record 2 mini albums, except one of them is for digital and streaming only, and the other one is purely for CD. So whilst we're pushing them, you're getting one and the other. However, one of them is all your freebies on streaming, and the other, you have to pay for the physical. but you don't get it on streaming. It's literally not there. You're not allowing it. You're not putting it on YouTube. You're not putting it onto Spotify or Deezer or any other streaming platform. That way, you can make all of your videos, all of your marketing around half of the tracks and keep these half for your fans only. What about this? What about 50 CDs numbered, and in each one of those CDs is 50 separate prizes? And you can say it ranges from everything from a hug through to being in the next band photo, or being on our next recording, or a guitar that we've got for you, but you're giving people something back within these 50 CDs. And imagine how exciting it would be for one of your fans to actually join you on your next photo shoot, or come into the studio whilst you're recording your next single, and you can hand them a microphone and get them to do some mini beefies or potentially some tambourine work or something. How excited would they be for that opportunity? How much did it cost you? Nothing. The crux of it is this: if you're selling CDs for the music in order to make money, then you are purely thinking about you. And if you want fans, then you need to be fans of the fans. Instead of allowing them to adore you, you have to be fans and adore them back. Do you know the crazy thing about this? This CD, when it was manufactured, was $30.
No way.
It's ridiculous. $30 for a Ricky Martin CD. I love this idea, and everyone says that I'm not into doing CDs, but I think CDs are great. It's the selling music's the issue. Fuck it. Let's make Damian Keyes CDs.
Yeah.
Let's do a limited run.
What are we going to put on them?
Nothing.
You don't
Like
know
literally, we'll do a blank CD,
Yeah.
and we'll just do it as all of these ideas in merch format. We'll print a bunch of CDs. We'll print whatever, 200, 500 CDs. We'll do a limited run. We'll sell them. No money going there whatsoever. We'll sell this, and it'll be funny. And it will sell the CD with no music.
Should we finish the video and then we'll talk about that after?
Yeah, sweet. So whether you're thinking about bringing out CDs or whether you have a bunch of old CDs under the bed, you can sell them. And we just had an idea for doing this for ourselves. We're thinking of bringing out a bunch of CDs to sell to you guys to show that it can be done on a limited first come first served basis. I don't know how many we're going to do, 50, 100, 200, 1,000, but we're going to make a Damian Keyes CD. We're going to put it out. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to do this. We're going to see if it works. We're going to test it this week. So if you want a CD, Damian Keyes limited edition CD, we're going to send it to you. It's probably going to be signed. It's probably going to have stories in it. I'm probably going to add a bunch of freebie stuff in it. If you want it, let me know. DM me in Instagram, stick your name in the comment below. I'll get in touch with you and let's make this happen. But thanks for watching. If you can do me a favor, like, subscribe, because we're doing this quite regularly, but more importantly, come and be a part of this community, because we're doing this every day and I'm so proud of seeing the results from you guys of what you're doing. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.